Hello all, welcome to Azure Data Factory session. Today we are going to see the for each activity. In previous session we saw lookup activity, right? In that scenario it will return only one row. That time I was asking what will happen if the lookup return multiple row, right? For that purpose we have a activity called for each. For each activity is a similar looping activity in a programming language. Okay, now the real example, we are going to load multiple table in the iteration method. This table data we are going to get it from the metadata record what I maintained the table. Okay, this is the example record. I'm going to load primary to staging table superstore into superstore staging, student into student staging table. Let us go for the practical session. This is the pipeline we created in the previous session. In the same pipeline, I am going to include for each activity. Okay. Before I include, I'll show you the table metadata record. This is our table metadata record. Here I am going to use these two record to load the table. Okay. What we need to do now? Remove this connection, add for each activity. I am connecting lookup into for each. We need to pass the lookup data into for each. For that we have a items. Okay. So we know how to add it, right? Go to add dynamic content. We required lookup detail output dot values, because this time it is going to return more than one value. Okay, so let us check lookup what is there in the property for the verification purpose. Earlier it was showing only one row. See, it was showing first row only, right, earlier. Now I am going to disable this one, deselect it. Okay, now what will happen? This will return multiple row. All this record I am passing to for each activity as a output dot value, and then inside of the activity I am going to take a copy activity. Inside it I paste it. Now the copy activity is there inside of the for each activity. Here small modification required in the source and sink. The source side, earlier we used the direct value from lookup table, right? This time we are going to use for each. Okay, this is how we need to use it. Item dot source table. Similarly, item dot source schema. Same way, go to sink. Here also you do the modification. Item dot target table and item dot target schema. Why I am saying here the item instead of directly referring the lookup is, we are passing the lookup data into for each. For each what it will do, it will pass one by one. Okay, it will process one by one. Okay, that is why we are directly getting data from the looping. Okay, I'll go to for each there. Let me verify one more time. Here I removed the first row only item, deselected it. Now in the for each, in the settings I am passing lookup activity dot value. In the inside of the activity there is a copy activity. Okay, let us verify this one by debugging it. What it has to do, it has to take superstore record, has to load into superstore, student record into student staging table. The setting, click on sequentially. debug this one. Our pipeline started. Let us verify the output of lookup table. This time it returned 2 record. Let me explain. Up to this first record, this one is second record. This loop will execute 2 times. It executed. Okay, see here the copy activity executed 2 times. First time it will execute for the superstore, second time it will execute for student. Let me go and verify the table. How many records there in the superstore? There are 16 records. Same 16 record has to be there in the superstore staging. It is there. Similarly, how many records are there in the student? There are 2 records. Let us verify the staging table. Student staging table also loaded with 2 records. This is how we need to use the for each activity in Azure Data Factory. With this, let us conclude the session. We will meet in other session. Thank you.